Even though the first
Wait, hold
guy,
up.
hold up for what?
Um, for this episode is gonna be called Ed's Truth.
I don't.
Reason for
It ain't my truth.
reason for that is that Ed shared something in our private chat on WhatsApp, and he wanted to speak on it. Uh, I'm guessing some things have changed, but I just find it to be interesting. I want to see where he was coming from with this. But this is a conversation between who and who, Ed.
Zuby, he's really a popular musician, content creator. The other guy, I don't know, but he was trolling them. You know what I mean? He was pretending to be a leftist. Tim
Can you give
Pool,
me some content?
I'm about to. Tim Pool,
Okay.
he tweeted. He uses profanity. He just says, "Is this real? You know, is this real?" He thought it was real too. He was fooled too. Um, and the guy first starts off. It'd probably be better if you show it, but it's not that much. Elon Musk takes over Twitter. He's a billionaire who doesn't even have a master's degree. Is that who we are going to trust with the future of our democracy? Then Zuby says yes. Richard says, how does that make you feel as a black man? There are young black men with degrees living in poverty as we speak. Zuby replies, I'm actually a black woman. Please don't assume my gender. Uh, Now, Richard, I'm sorry, even with a PhD and a JD, I still don't always get it right. I appreciate you correcting me, and your words will guide me going forward. That's it.
Yeah.
And who is the one that's trolling? The one saying what?
Richard, the one that started the conversation, when he said that Elon Musk should not be allowed to purchase Twitter because he doesn't have a master's degree, and we shouldn't
Okay.
trust him with our democracy.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So I have a question now, though.
What's that?
When you first see this, what is your thought process? What comes to mind?
Well, there's a lot of people who are upset that Elon Musk purchased Twitter, and I thought he was another one of those, but I didn't realize he was just trolling.
Okay. And what make this topic worthy of sharing? Why did you care so much?
He said, well, there's there's a lot in there, like what he says. You did read it, right?
Yeah, I read
Yeah,
it
but it
several
doesn't
times now.
it doesn't impact me as much as it does you, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
He
but
says,
and that's not a bad thing either.
no.
Ed, I genuinely just want to know.
Okay. How does that make you feel as a black man? There are young black men with degrees living in poverty as we speak. This is another argument that a lot of people made after Elon bought Twitter. That, well, shouldn't you use that money to end poverty or help people? Why are you buying Twitter? That's stupid. You should be trying to feed the poor or provide people with housing with all that money. Was it like 45
Mhm.
billion? Do you think that that's a correct that they're correct in
I
saying that?
you okay? Before I answer that, I want to ask you a few questions, and then I'll answer that. Reason for that is well, it'll come up. But why Twitter? Why buy Twitter? Nigga, wait, nigga, can you tell me that? Like, can you give me some insight on that? What's your opinion?
why buy Twitter? Because he can, because he has the money for it, because wasn't he censored or something?
No.
But with that same
Or
amount of money, a lot of people love Elon, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
With that same money, he could have started his own movement, his own thing, his own
Mhm.
motion, right? So why is that a statement, or is it just people like Twitter that much, and he's like, I gotta have it? I mean, could
It's
it be
definitely a statement. Yeah.
could it be a statement of like you trying to censor me, but if I wanted to, I'd just buy your shit out. Like, you know what
When
I
you
mean?
say
Like,
censor me, who do you mean? Censor Elon personally?
well, let's say there's three people. Let's say Elon, Donald Trump, and give me another name.
I don't.
Somebody else that you feel is important that
I
got
don't.
censored as well.
Whatever. I mean, so I mean, it's not like them censoring Elon. It's not. It's not individual people. I mean, it is, but it's people who don't think the way that they want, that they think they should think, or hold, opinions that are counter to theirs. And this is why I say you should be. Well, I mean, maybe not you. Maybe you don't care about it, but Twitter, they say, is like the public square. It's where people go and they discuss ideas. This is also where a lot of news comes from. And if you hold the wrong views, like let's say if you say, well, that election in France, it looked kind of funny. Those elections in 2 years ago, 2020, they look kind of funny too. People were getting banned for that.
But news is news. Why are certain things getting banned? Who like is it a
Hey,
perspective on sides?
I think, I like Putin. That's my guy. You get banned.
Okay,
You start talking
okay.
about,
As a
I think there's Nazis over
but
there. You can get banned.
okay. Well, let me ask you this. I have a platform, right?
Yeah.
And I filtered everything that I want to go through there. How much of news is that then? How how much trust should I put into something where whoever is managing this is filtering what gets to people? I mean, that doesn't sound like a better option. Isn't that what the news stations are already doing?
Yeah, that's what Twitter's doing. And
No, no, I'm talking
a
about,
lot of the news comes from Twitter.
yeah. So, like if the point behind Twitter and using it as a news outlet, right?
Yeah.
If it functions in such a similar way, then what's the necessity for it? But why do we need it?
Why do we need Twitter?
Yeah, I'm saying if Twitter becomes a place, as I explained before, where we filter what yes and what no, and I don't really like this comment. Let me just take it off.
Yeah.
How worthy of our time is it?
Well,
Like,
then what
you know what
happens
I
is
mean?
you only get one side of the debate that gets exposed, that's able to
Exactly my
express
point.
itself. And
So why are we
yeah.
instead of why Elon Musk doesn't just say, let me start my own outlet, no filter, no nothing, nothing but the truth. I would consume whatever platform he goes for.
Well,
If
that's you. Most
I'll try
people,
it.
it's like when people try to find an alternative to YouTube. YouTube is censored. And they say, "Oh, let's just do another YouTube." No one goes there. Everybody's going to be on Twitter because that's what they're used to. That's what they're comfortable with. That's where everyone's already at. It's hard to move people around in different platforms.
Okay, I see.
But you
Nagayan.
you you buy Twitter, because in order for a democracy to thrive and be able to exist, you people have to be able to have free debate. You have to be able to disagree with people. You have to be able to question whatever narrative it is. Like everyone says, Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Okay, what's the other side of that story? What does Russia have to say? And you can say Putin's a bad guy, but no matter what, you owe it to yourself to be able to hear what he has to say. And then at the end of the
I
day, you
agree.
can say, okay, I disagree with you, but you still have to hear both sides of that discussion. And what they're trying to do, I mean, they took Sputnik off, they took RT, they're banned off of YouTube, so they can make all these accusations about Russia, and Russia can't counter with anything. We can just we
Yeah,
can yeah.
I think it's there's no honor in attacking somebody that's not present.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
I
just,
I, I
yeah.
see it.
And that's what they're trying to do, and that's what Elon Musk is trying to do. I mean, that's the best thing you can do right now is allow people to have open discussions. You know, open debates.
No, I understand that, and I agree 100% with that, 100%, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, why bother? I would have followed Elon Musk if that's what he's offering me. I would go for it. You know what I mean?
But it's
But
bigger than
that, of
Elon
course,
Musk.
not what's that?
I said it's bigger than Elon Musk. This is involving the whole world. This is where everyone
No, no,
can
but
relate to.
I'm just saying that this is the reason why I have these questions. You know what I mean? Nagayan,
Yeah.
are you are you interested in Twitter?
Not really, but I can relate, and also in regards to other platforms, and I say, yeah, you ask if buying Twitter was a statement. In a sense, it was, because it's like Twitter was one of the first that, not the first, but the way the Twitter was set up was so that you can share your
Mm,
feeling, your comments, your opinions to the world without that censorship. And I think that that being the essence of Twitter, and people being banned from Twitter because of sharing their topics or their opinions or whatever, it took away of the freedom of what Twitter was.
mm, yeah, exactly. So why bother if it takes away what it was?
I give you an example. Like there's this one guy on Twitter. A lot of people subscribe to him. He's really popular on there. He's Scott Ritter, and Scott Ritter was the UN. I think he was at. I don't know if he was NATO or UN or what he was, but he was one of the weapons inspectors back during the Iraq War. And he was the main guy who said that the weapons of mass destruction were fake. It was fake. They were just lying to get us involved in Iraq. And this same guy is coming out saying, "Hey, all this stuff they're showing you about Russia, Russia did this, Russia killed all these people in the village, that's all fake." And he provides evidence and says, "Here's why it's fake. Here's the proof. Here's what I got." And of course, he gets banned. No, you
Yeah.
can't see that. No, I don't want you seeing that. I mean, if you got free flow of information, it literally can prevent wars. Like it can save people's lives. It can take
Or
the
cause,
what's
yeah,
that?
or cause wars. I mean, the
Well,
WikiLeaks
the
thing is
free
also
flow, the free
something.
flow of
Yeah,
information. No, I think more information you have, the better.
the
Yeah.
WikiLeaks thing. By the way, Julian Assange was extradited to the United States.
Oh, they finally got him.
Yeah, they found him. But there you can see also that actually sharing information or oversharing information, that can rile up people as well.
It was good for all of us, but it was bad for him.
Yeah, in a sense, it was bad for him, but that also put in perspective what was happening in, yeah,
And
behind enemy lines, to put it like that. Yeah, or
one
in
of
real
the
life.
WikiLeaks he shared was that the climate change was fake. that the
I
scientists,
didn't.
yeah, one of the
I,
scientists they sent him the document saying that the numbers they were putting into the simulation were just numbers they were making up to make it seem like the Earth was heating up. That came out years
Okay,
ago.
good one. Didn't know about that one.
Yeah. And everybody just went
Uh,
along like, just forget about that. Just that never happened. Climate change still happening. Look like you.
Ed,
Yeah.
so the deal settled for what, 40 billion was it?
I think 44, 45, something like that.
40, 45 billion, something like that. Yeah, something around that number. Actually, as a matter of fact, I could look it up. So 44, let's say, for example, is it worth it? Is that another statement? Like, I'll go way over your head and send you an offer you cannot refuse.
Well, they can refuse it. I mean, and they tried.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, is that
It's like you're
is that
presenting it like it's a flex. it's not a flex. Like the dude could probably be doing a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I believe he is doing a good thing. I think we need this. I think we need, if it's true and he sticks to what he said he wants to do, then yeah, we need this for sure, man. Um, but what I'm trying to say is like, was it worth it? Because he already owned like what percentage of Twitter?
I think 9 or 10% or something.
Oh, it wasn't that much. For some
I
reason,
think no,
I
but
thought
that
he
that made him the biggest shareholder though.
just 9%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know he was the biggest shareholder, but I thought he had like around 30 or something.
no, just 9.
Huh, that's crazy. Okay, just 9. That's new to me. That's great. Um, wow. What else, man?
That's all I got, man. It's
So
just a free speech thing. I mean,
how
which is, I mean, I guess
how
it's
long
yeah.
how long does it? Okay, so two things. One, does does that pass over all employees and everything? Like it passes, like hence, are these employees hand over to Elon? Like everything, like the whole structure, the
Yeah,
whole
but like, what's coming out now is that some of these guys might be trying to sabotage Twitter,
yeah.
sabotage the infrastructure. So like, I hear like some of them got locked out the building. Um, a lot of the higher ups are probably going to get fired. Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, I think you have to fire like all these people that have
Sustain the
like,
culture.
yeah, yeah, like a good job again. Thank you. Yeah, like that sustain that motion, right? Like I think you have to. If you want to start clean, you have to eliminate that. Um, but it could also cause for others to feel threatened, and that could ruin people as well. So it's like a double edged sword. But
I don't think you just go and fire them. I mean, you just give them a chance, you know. And then when you see them, like, you know, talking about
Yeah,
how
but
they
then
feel about you, they're saying negative things about you. They're talking about how, you know, you're the one that's against free speech and how the company's going down because you just bought it. I mean, okay, now you might have to do something, but I would give everybody a chance, you know.
yeah,
yeah,
then
yeah.
you have to put in a
But
system of control that actually not per se records people, but that that you have people in place that know what people are saying around it.
I say for those who are working there and may not like him, he took over. Face that reality first, and then
Yeah.
after that, just to understand that, or try to analyze this. Right? Are you for the truth? Are you for in any way possible with the idea that he planted, that he like presented? Right?
Well, you heard their
If you
argument,
are,
right?
what argument
The
depends.
argument
I
that they
heard a lot
make,
of stuff.
the argument they make against him buying it and why he'll be bad, you know, a bad owner, you know,
I
for
heard
the
so
I
many
don't know.
things. Be a little more
no,
specific.
give me an argument against Elon Musk purchasing Twitter.
Well, so a lot of people, and this may sound crazy to you, but a lot of people actually think like this. A lot of people are saying he's trying to build a monopoly, and we should not allow him to just get his hands on everything he wants. Because once it's like kind of like trying to control everything for himself, like in a selfish
Selfish
way.
way. Yeah.
Like he's like an evil genius and like type of thing, and he's trying to like create this thing to where we have no other option or no way back. Like he already
People have been
controls
making
everything.
that. The people have said that.
You are asking me or you telling me?
No, I'm asking. I've never heard anybody say that. But he started on that.
Yeah, people have said it. As a matter of fact, even Joe Rogan mentioned it. Not in a sense where he thinks this is true, but in a sense that he has heard of it as well. But yeah, if you go out there and you see some people, Um, some people are saying he's trying to create a monopoly, which I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. I also think that we need people like him. He is somebody who is bringing a solution to many problems. We need not only like more people like him, we need to start thinking like him too. We cannot keep sitting down and being like, oh, this sucks. This is this problem and that problem. Oh, this sucks. No, wake up. Let's start bringing solutions and let's bring solutions to anything we can. It's time to evolve. We need to bring solutions to the smallest things going up to the top, most complicated ones. We need to do things differently because we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again and over again and expect different results, right? That's common sense.
Yeah.
The other thing is that we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again and over again because we expect for Nagayan to be the one that to jump to the middle and be like, hey, I got it. I'm gonna take this. Don't worry. That probably sounded terrible because I just hit my
No.
mic. But 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 you understand where I'm coming from, Nagayan? Like we do that a lot. Like, oh, I thought this person was gonna take care of it. Oh, this person has a lot of money, or even like you said earlier. Oh, people said he should be using this money for like homeless and people who are hungry. Build up, make your fortune, and if that's your goal in life, go for it, man. You do it. You make it happen. I'm tired of seeing so many people seeing others succeed and we hate on them, or if we don't hate on them, we had just like better ideas and a better way of doing everything. How's your life going, man?
I think I can finally agree with you on something,
And it's shaking nodding his head over here. No, but that's definitely the truth. And I think there are people we need people like that, like Elon Musk, but we also need people that, yeah, help build the companies that, yeah, that work
We
for the
need a
companies.
little bit of everything. Everybody that pushes forward, we need you. Let's go. Let's go. You actually gonna put in the work. Let's go. Come with me. I don't care what your motion is. If it's positive to my environment, let's go. I'm gonna support you. And that's why I pull so many people around me just to see what they're gonna do. I'm not in a position to actually help, but I'm willing to listen and help you out in whatever I can. I have no issues doing that. But it's easier to come up with problems and throw the solutions on somebody else's responsibility like hold the solutions as somebody else's responsibility. Okay, well, I'll tell you what the problem is. I thought you would do something about it. Ed, we see that a lot, right?
it's a common thing.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. um Nagayan,
Yeah, man.
you have this amount of money. You got Elon's fortune. You buying Twitter, knowing what you know, knowing what he knows, knowing what's going on.
My battery is empty. Just
Your
kidding.
battery. You need a set.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Frozen.
man, happened again. Okay, that's fine. We can continue. How about you, Ed?
I'm on the PC, man. I'm good.
No,
Would you have bought Twitter if you had that kind of money?
I think if I had that kind of money, I would buy it. But me being as influential and as smart that as Elon Musk is, no, I guess that was a dope move, and I'll tell you why. Because not only I don't know, it depends on what they do with the money too. But not only are you buying it, taking over, and making it fair, I think you are also shutting them up a little bit. You know what I mean? Now you gotta rebuild everything.
So how
Uh,
about the argument that Elon Musk, since he's not censoring, they're saying that people aren't going to be safe on the platform. You've heard this, right?
Mm. Yeah, I actually heard somebody talking about that.
Do you believe this? Do you
It's
believe there's
gonna
any hope?
create somebody. Who was it? Oh my goodness. So what happened is I looked into one of the videos. Just not when you got so many people like you and I. It's like, for example, if you are super powerful, you have money, you have millions, you have this and that, and why mind what I say? If I'm a nobody, I mean, certain people will be targeted, but certain people are being targeted today. So what's the difference?
It matters,
Am
bro.
I wrong?
No, everybody matters, man. It does matter what you say.
It does matter what you say and how
Yeah.
you say it as well, right? But I'm just saying, there's people being targeted today. What's the difference, though?
What do you mean?
There's people that get into arguments. Where you at? Let's do this. It's always that's always conflict will always exist.
Oh, you mean like people being safe online?
Yeah, man.
So do you think
There's already.
when these people say that they're genuine, that they really are concerned about people being safe online?
Explain that a little bit more to me. What do you mean?
I just think it's not a good idea that Elon should buy Twitter because I just think people aren't going to be safe online, and there's kids, and then you have a lot of extremist organizations, and we just want to make sure people are protected. So we have to restrict free speech.
Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is in our constitution. Like
But what
how
about hate speech?
hate speech. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you this, okay? Like I said,
What about the
regardless of what,
wackos that didn't believe in Corona?
Yeah, that's threatening people's lives.
we're always gonna have that. Exactly my point right there. We're always gonna have that. We just see one side on certain things, but we always gonna have that, man. What is the difference? You already know that people believe in Corona. You already know others don't. What is the difference on platform?
You don't know. Well, you don't see why people would be worried about that.
No, I don't, because it's only a
So
smart
if
percentage be
Joe
worried about.
Rogan goes out right now and says, you know what, man, I don't know about that vaccine. Man, one of my buddies had that and he got nerve damage. Yeah, he used to play the guitar. He can't even play anymore after he got that
He
second
actually
booster.
did say that.
Yeah, I don't know. People are gonna be watching that show like, man, you know what? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with that vaccine either. Yeah, Joe Rogan's buddy. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. If this helps you, I'll say right now, I do not believe in this vaccine. I do not have this vaccine. I will not be getting this vaccine.
Why not?
That is a great question. You believe in this vaccine?
No, I don't believe in any of it.
Nigga, and do you?
I believe in it helping your body in a sense.
Yeah, the guy ain't
Prepare
saying
for
the
this.
right thing. He's saying the right
So
thing.
okay,
Because if you say
okay.
the other thing, you get booted up off of YouTube or your channel gets
Not
throttled or something
necessarily.
else.
Well,
But
maybe
I don't
I
have the
will be.
vaccine.
I don't believe in the vaccine, man. It's just, well, I don't want to get too much into that. Okay,
It's just
not
based on
not in this
lies, and
episode.
it don't make any sense. And you can tell when people lying to you.
That's depending on the person who says it, and depending on who is at the root of it, and which story comes from where, and
Okay,
yeah,
well,
there's
this is the
always going
point.
to be people that are in powerful positions or influential positions that will say stuff that aren't necessarily true, or they are true, but that will influence other people that are susceptible, would I say that, to to that truth, to that version, variation, to that fear of whatever that they might contract or they might not happen to them.
Okay.
But that's because of we live in a certain environment where we are protected. We live protected. We live censored. We live not fully open, and not everything is allowed to be said.
Yeah, and Angel, I mean,
that is a
I
reality.
think it's really important, to kind of you do have to censor people because I believe in reality most people don't actually form their own opinions. It's basically whatever the TV tells them, whatever the late night talk show tells them,
You know what? You're right.
and
That is a dangerous
and these
thing.
people know that.
Um,
That's why when Nicki Minaj stepped out of line, she said the wrong thing about the vaccine. The White House called her up because they know that people would just listen to her and whatever she tells them, they'll do it. No, we're supposed
okay.
to tell these people how to think, not you.
Hmm. You know what? It is a dangerous thing. You do have a point there, but I think we shouldn't censor each other. I mean, if you know, you know, man. That's the way I see it. I mean, you know, when you interact with somebody out there in the streets, you know something is kind of off.
Yeah,
Like when it just doesn't feel right.
yeah,
If we use that a little more, we will get used to tapping into that ability we actually have.
Yeah,
I mean,
and yeah, there's a saying as well that goes, exposure is the best protection. Actually,
yeah.
I agree, but I do understand your point, and you do have a point, and it is true. I don't know if you're being
No, I'm not
sarcastic
saying
or
it should be
really.
censored. I'm just saying I'm talking
yeah,
from the
Oh,
evil
okay.
side. That's not. I don't believe that.
Yeah, you cannot decide what affects me and how it is gonna affect me. Just let me do it. Okay. If you have advice, for sure, I take that. I'll take that. If you are successful, give me a few pointers. I take that as well. But I don't want nobody to tell me how to leave, when to breathe, when to shower, how to shower. Like,
Well, that's you. Most people they need someone
don't.
to tell them exactly what to do.
Yeah, well, I see that as well. You are being sarcastic. Nagaya, he's being
No,
I
I'm
don't
sarcastic.
not.
know.
No, I'm not. Like a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
people don't think for themselves, man.
But I see it every day, and it's tiring. It's mentally exhausting. Like it's just I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It exhausts
It
me.
is, man. Especially these people who say that they hate Trump and all this. And I'm like, dude, the TV told him to say this. Why is
Now
he
he's being
doing it? I'm
sarcastic.
like, man,
I don't get.
where are you getting this stuff from?
Ed, okay, so Ed already gave us our point of view when you walked away, Nagayan, for a second. What's your opinion? You got Elon Musk's money. What
Elon
you
Musk.
doing, man?
Yeah. I mean, if I as am as present as Elon Musk on the platform, if I know what he knows, if I uh, own what he owns, and all the riches that he has, then yes, why not? Because I
Uh,
can.
This is the thing. The guy is a brilliant guy, man. Like he's brilliant, man. Like my goodness, I love to hear him talk.
I
He's a
hate hearing
strange
him
guy.
talk.
He's strange, yeah.
No, he's a weird guy, man.
Dude, you ever
And
listen to
but
those Joe
wouldn't you be
Rogan interviews?
freaking weird as shit? Huh?
You ever listen to the Joe Rogan interviews he did?
I listen to everything I can listen from
Dude,
him.
there those you didn't listen to those interviews. You don't listen
I
to.
did. I did.
It's like this guy is like he's pausing. It's like it takes him about a minute to say something. Like I can't listen to this. This is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that does bother me. But forget about that. Forget about his delivery and listen to what he is saying, dude. I don't care. I love personalities. I love personalities, man. And he's a strange guy. He makes me think. He's like, some of the stuff he says is scary, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not ready for a lot of things that he talks about. But
The
if you
Neuralink, you
sit
ready for it?
there, I'm not ready for it. But exactly that. Listen, listen. I'm dead. Like, I'm saying no to this. But then this is all about competition and fitting it. Not to me necessarily, okay, but this is all about competition. This is about fitting in, who gets there first, who has the most. You understand? And this is basically a competition all around, regardless who you are and how you feel. This is a competition. Me competing against Ed, me competing against Nagayan. You know, if you think if I hate Nagayan with all my heart and the purpose in my life, just say, just I'm saying the most ridiculous thing, right? Because the things that actually make sense should explain themselves itself, right? So I'm gonna say the most ridiculous. Me and Nagayan, we have 9 to 5s, right? And I hate Nagayan, and my point is to just make him look bad or anything like that, and this and that. Nagayan gets like a freaking upgrade in his brain where he can think faster than me. He can move faster than me. And that's at the tip of my hands where I can save up like 2 or 3 paychecks and be at his level, if not better. You think I'm not clapping back? Like you think I'm not coming back? Even in the like in bad neighborhoods, okay, with gang members. If you could be bulletproof, you think you're not gonna get an iron chest, a bulletproof chest? People are gonna do it. There's gonna be people who do this because they just want to be the first, the strongest, the smartest, the this, the that, and then there's gonna be people who don't really agree with it, but they like, hey, do I really want to stay behind? That's pretty much it. It's scary as shit though. Like I don't want nobody. And he said it's gonna be a small incision, and then you're gonna be able to upgrade it without even opening back up your cranium, like without opening your head. Once it's installed. No need for maintenance or anything like that. This is gonna be crazy, man. Once they figure out how to make sure you survive this shit, like the operation itself.
And not
mm,
reject the chip itself.
yeah. Once you figure that out, once once you figure out how to put in the technology like one fits all, like once you activate the chip will adapt perfectly to your body and learn who you are and be one with you. That is coming. It's scarier, but it's coming.
I was
You
watching
know,
the RoboCop movie, by the way. That's
yeah. Think
exactly
about
The original
exactly
or
there.
the newer one?
the new one, by the way. Yeah.
The new one. Uh, I never watched the new one. I watched the old one though. But still, bro, like it's coming. I'm just saying it's coming. Cops and everything. If you want to be a cop, you're gonna have to be bulletproof one of these days. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean. So it is scary, but the guy is brilliant, and I'm like the stuff he says is not like you can be like, nah, he's wrong. That's never gonna happen, dude. It's been proven that whenever humanity like gets infatuated with something, they make it happen. Sometimes we get infatuated with the wrong things,
You don't
but
think like
I gotta give you props for making it happen. What was that, Ed?
on Twitter they think it's cute to call him an African American and claim that he's like the greatest African American.
Who?
What? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't
Because
even
he's an
know.
African American. He actually is.
Okay. You playing or what? I better know
No,
that.
he is.
I don't know when Ed is
He's
sarcastic
from
or not.
Africa. So if he's from Africa and then he moves to America, that makes him an African American.
He's from Africa, bro.
Yeah, he's from South Africa.
I
Oh, I
better
didn't
know
know.
that.
Yeah, so
I
people
thought he
call
was
him
from
an
New
African
Zealand or
American.
something, or Australia. I
Oh,
don't know.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
I was
I
having
don't know when
debates
you
with
for
people
real.
back and forth on Twitter about that. I was like, because some of these people were like legit mad. I'm like, why are you getting mad about it? Talking about some, oh well, African Americans have to be black. I'm like, well, Well, if you were from
No, that's not.
Africa,
Whoa, that's being
Whoa,
racist.
wait, hold
That's
this
up.
is
being
what these guys
racist.
were
Then
saying. I'm
you
like,
must not know nothing about anything. Like
dude, like they were
what?
coming up with all kind of excuses why he can't be African American. I'm like, why is this bothering you guys so much? Like, what is the
Okay,
problem?
Ed, do you have a problem
What?
with me saying, with me calling you a black guy? You know that black guy that works here?
Well, I
You
think
have a
some people say, "Hey, that white guy." So like, it's kind of rude, but that's how people
He's
talk.
not. They're not calling him white, but some other person white.
so I know. I thought the reason you were saying that is because people are like not I'm a girl.
No, he's
Or there's one white dude that says he identifies as black.
no, he's an
I
African
thought
American.
that was the okay. Um
Dude, I mean, we were going back and forth. I mean, it's like long threads of like these people arguing that no, he's not African American. No, he's not African American because he's from South Africa. Like, you do realize that South
it's still
Africa
Africa.
is in Africa. No, he didn't come from Africa. He come from a country in Africa. I'm like, sir, if that's true, then there's no such thing as African Americans. Everybody came from a country in Africa. Like these people, man.
Okay.
I'm like,
So let me ask you a question. So North Koreans are what?
they're Koreans. You can just call them Koreans, but to be more exact, you could call them North Koreans.
And the South Koreans are?
They're Koreans too, but you call them South Koreans to be more.
How? How is that?
Because they're both Korean. Like Korea is like it used to be a full country until it got split in half.
What?
What are you talking about?
No, but one is the South and the other one is the North.
But they're both Koreans. They're Koreans.
Yeah, it's like South Africa. How
Yeah, but they divided though.
Yeah, but it's still like they're the same people. I mean, if you wanted to
Are
be
you sure?
exact, you would say North Korea. If you wanted to be more exact, or you could just call them all Koreans. But if you want to be more exact, you would say North or South.
I think Ed's gonna have to check his facts over here. I don't know.
My facts? So what are you talking about? My facts?
Ed, I'm messing with you, bro.
I can't tell when you're playing. I don't know. Like you believe some
I can
strange
tell when
stuff.
Lito's playing, but I cannot tell when Ed's playing though. I still
No,
have
bro.
a hard
I'm
time.
just saying it because like
Yeah.
as I don't
Yeah,
I
but
just
Elon
don't
Musk,
think that
he's
should be a
African-American.
conversation.
There you go.
Okay. Good to know.
He can be whatever he wants. He just
He's
whatever.
African American.
Yeah. Okay. So you do have a problem with me saying that you black?
No, I don't.
No, he said no.
No, you said it's kind of rude, right?
Yeah,
You said
just
not
say,
really,
hey,
but it's
that black guy. Hey, that white guy. But I mean, it's like this is how people talk. I wouldn't.
So you should be okay with it if people type like that.
It depends on the context. If someone's like really trying to be rude, you know what I'm saying?
there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, but like I just think I think the more we hold that like apart from us, the more it hurts.
No, but it is a
I think.
physical description of like how somebody looks.
Yeah, and we need to understand that. The more we understand that, the less they can hurt us. Like, you know, I used to get offended when people said that Mexican, and not because Mexicans are less than me or anything like that. I used to get offended because I too have a country. But then I'm like, okay, they going off what they know. You know what I mean? They're
He's
like, oh,
ignorant.
well, you speak Spanish, right? And I'm like, yeah. Then you Mexican. I'm like, okay. Those are not the only two options. You know what I mean?
You eat meat, right?
A lot of people, when I didn't speak English, people told me, speak American. And I would look at them and I'm like, I don't speak English. And I know that American is not a language. You know what I mean? But once again, they're going off what they know. So we can allow to like simple stuff like that to aggravate us that way. I don't know. I was just being sarcastic a little bit there. Ed.
Think
I
think
was
we think
being
we
serious.
we exhausted this one. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh, what? Wait, hold up.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah.
It's like going deep on everything about like Twitter and background and why buy it, how to buy
Oh yeah,
it.
yes.
So, what's the procedure on buying it since he was already a shareholder? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Shareholder. What are the procedures within? Like you go to a meeting and saying everybody in favor for Elon to like
Yeah, I think
buy the
it's
company.
something like that. I don't know how high
Okay.
finance works, but it's something like that. Everybody has
Okay.
to agree on it. The market is down.
Well, not everybody has to agree. If he holds the most shares, not everybody has
No.
to
no,
agree.
he did, and then they made more shares, and so like I think
Oh
Vanguard
yeah. I seen that too.
was
Oh
able to
man,
get
yeah,
like ten
that's
percent, but somehow he came through and bought it anyways.
yeah. Okay, cool. You think anybody would ever try to kill that dude?
Like I'm pretty sure he's got like some pretty serious security.
Yeah, I bet.
I would
But a
think people
sniper.
would try to hack him, but yeah, that's another
You
story.
heard about
Uh, uh,
the one story where they were trying to hack into the Tesla plant. You guys heard about that, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
guess
Wait, no. Tell me
no, it's a real
before
quick
I
story.
decide.
It was just some Russians, you know those evil Russians. One of them, they got some guys and they tried to compromise one of the Tesla employees, and they tried to get the Tesla employee to put some type of virus or something on some of the computers inside of the plant, and the employee.
No.
And the guy was like, I'll pay you, I don't know how many hundred, like I think $250,000 if you just do this. And the guy went up to Elon Musk and said, "Hey man, these guys trying to sabotage you over here."
Yo, whoever was trying to sabotage was a low budget person,
Yeah,
man. $500,000.
yeah.
What is that? You better call your friends and get like the other half together or something
You
if
don't
you
think a
want to
half a
at
million
least like.
dollars is a lot of money? It could. It was like you don't think that's a lot
Nah.
of money. If someone said, "Yo, Angel, I know you got access to that back room over there. We just need you to take this flash drive and just put it on the computer. Give you half a mil.
No.
Here you go. Here. Know what? $250,000 right here in your hand. When you're done, you get the other half."
You gotta give me enough for me to disappear and never have to resurface again,
Bro,
man.
no one's gonna know it was you. You just
No.
How
put the
not?
thumb drive. Nagayan, you
Yeah, all
won't
right.
do it.
No. Nah.
First of all, like the effects behind that would be such like great that I would not be able to live with that.
Maybe if the company treated me really bad and I was really fed up with it, or I don't know, but then
But
yeah.
for 500,000, bro, like come on.
Still the repercussions and other
If you are,
employees and people that I get along with, nah, like it's
yeah, like, come on, like no.
the
If you come
economy.
at me for yeah, like if you come at me with an offer, you better make sure I'm not gonna refuse that shit. Like make it worth everything.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
because
he refused it. Then they called, like they got the authorities involved, and then the guy ended up getting caught.
yeah, I mean, come on. You're gonna spend more on lawyers than that 500,000. So I hope he had more than that 500,000 saved up.
No, he was one of those Russian hackers. They got all kind of money.
Then come on, dude, be smarter. How much I would be like, yo, I'm a hacker. How much you want? Where you want it? Hack a bank. Do that good.
They wanted Tesla.
I guess so. Yeah, but man, imagine those computers. People are starting to like fall asleep in their cars, and their cars are driving themselves and stuff like that. That no, I would never do that.
People do it.
Um,
Crash up all the time.
Cash up.
I said they crash up all the time. They crash.
Oh, I thought you said Cash App all the time. Okay. Um. Now, Elon, what's the first thing he's gonna do? What you think he's gonna do?
He said he's going to make sure everybody's verified, everybody gets a blue check mark. He's going to make sure he takes all the bots off. Um,
What? All the bots off?
yeah, because
Bots.
like what was happening, you have like bots that like if you have like the wrong opinions, these bots will come in and start arguing with you.
Why not rewrite their system?
I guess this would involve rewriting some stuff and switching some stuff around and doing stuff with the algorithm. Stop shadow banning people and just have it, just free, open, discussion. That's what I think he's trying to do. He said
Okay,
something
okay.
like that.
All right. And what's the end game?
Open debate. Everybody gets their voice heard. That's the
Okay.
end game, man.
This one is for Nagayan, okay? What are the after effects on the like on this, like on humanity, on people?
Of him buying the Twitter.
Well, he already bought it, so like the after effects after he gets out there, after everybody's opinion gets out there, after both sides are being heard, uh, how is that gonna affect humanity, man?
In the short term, I think it will open up conversation, but I believe that in the long term, people will get fed up or will change platform or will just in general start, yeah.
I I I I I was thinking it would be the opposite of what you said. People at first not gonna be able to deal with others saying like, nope, you're wrong, nope, you're lying, no this and that.
I think that people don't like to hear the truth, and that's gonna, yeah, in a sense bounce them off the platform, in the sense that they, well, okay, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that in Syria they're killing people and putting him in mass graves, because yeah, that's not nice news to hear, to see, to
Hmm.
watch.
And
But
then
it's out there.
you think people are gonna like leave and come back and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was a little too radical. Maybe maybe I overdid it. Maybe I overstepped. Maybe I didn't listen enough. And just come back and be like, yo, I got a different perspective. Let's try this again. I can, in fact, be wrong. I can, in fact, be obnoxious. I can, in fact, be offensive. You think, like, how many people, like, what percentage of users will do something like that and be like, yeah, you know what? I didn't like it at first, but it is true, and I will learn from this experience. How many people are capable of doing so?
One is the pride factor,
Mm-hmm.
and second is the capability to say sorry or to admit to a wrongdoing of oneself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even though they might be wrong, admitting to it in public, on the internet, and to the whole world to put it to see, that's in an even bigger yeah, step to take.
I, I, there you go. Accomplishing that, like, listen, for people out there, listen. If you are able to back up for a minute and actually think and actually make yourself willing to apologize when wrong and just allow yourself to actually listen what the other person is saying, there's always a possibility you are the one that's wrong, right? So I think if we take that step, I think that's when we evolve as human beings.
Another
As
thing,
I,
I think that
uh-huh.
you're leaving out, sir.
Hmm.
That some people are just evil, and
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm talking about the
The people that are willing to admit to their mistakes or to.
There,
like the regular Joe. You know what I mean? Like the
and I think
regular
most of these
users.
people are actually evil, like meaning that they know they're wrong, and they're trying to
No,
shut you
I just
down because they know that they're wrong. Like they're actually evil.
no, Ed.
Okay, all right. I know you believe everyone's
I'm
good.
no.
Degradations of evil. There's evil, there's bad, there's a
No, there's a lot of
little bit of
ignorance.
gray
That's
areas.
what I say. Listen, there's a lot of ignorance.
That's not.
First, mental ignorance and emotional ignorance. When you do not know yourself, you do not allow other like stuff to come in, and you don't allow there to be space for you to be wrong. And that's not necessarily like true evil. That's just ignorance, man. A lot of times and I'm telling you because I like looking through people's comments and stuff like that every now and then because I know what's coming towards us. Okay. And I look at people's comments, and a lot of times people are just talking out of anger and ignorance. I have noticed, like, when you look at a post and you like what you are saying makes no sense because actual facts are out there that say that you way from being wrong. Like there's been people who tell me how Dominican Republic works. There's people that argued with me that we eat and plantain leaves and our streets are dirt. There's people that were willing to argue with me. And I'm like, well, it must have been an illusion the whole time I was down there because I never ate in plantain leaves.
Yeah, there are stupid people. Yeah, but there's also evil. There's
Well,
Yeah,
both.
there are
that's
evil,
true.
but I'm just saying, like, not everybody is evil. People just take their opinion as absolute. Is that, yeah?
I would say the
As
people that you see on TV who are
hmm
willfully manipulating and deceiving, these people, they know better. These are
those are,
intelligent people. These are
yeah,
evil
no, no,
people.
those are evil. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If you use your power or your position for wrongdoing, of course, yeah, there's no way around it, man. If you know you are trying deliberately to brainwash my belief into yours with no space of being wrong, then yeah, you are evil. There's something twisted about you, of course. But like I said, there's other people. Uh, I mean, I'm telling you, Nagayan, just so you know, our whole childhood was a lie, man.
Oh,
We eat in plantain leaves. We do not use silverware or anything like that. We out here, you know, secuestrando, like kidnapping every tourist that steps on our ground. Like we out here, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like ignorance, it can be measured by the same
Standard
standard.
as evil, or yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
But
but
yeah,
there is a
there
lot
are
of evil
evil
there.
people out there. Yeah.
Um, finally, I would like to know, hmm, what's what's Elon's next step? What is he doing next?
Isn't that what Ed already stated, or?
No, no, no. I'm not talking about as far as Twitter. Like he already got Twitter, he got Tesla, he got
Okay.
so many projects. He's got SpaceX to complete this evil plan that so many people think he's like working on. What's left to take over for him to be like the ultimate monopoly guy? And then that's when he'll show his true colors.
Apple.
Apple is a good one, actually.
Yeah.
How about anything to do with weapons? No weapons or anything like that?
Nah, I don't think he's weird, but he's not that crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Because
think he's
if he's
more
that
of
evil,
a tech or communications guy in the sense that he would want to possess the ability to communicate or to
well,
open
I'm
up
only saying that
communication. Maybe that's yeah.
because imagine that. Imagine he has all these things where he can make drones, cars, and all these things, and then on top of that, weaponize
Solar
everything.
panels. Yeah. What did you say?
Eh, I'm saying, like, on top of everything, he can weaponize all the stuff he currently has. Imagine that as a possibility. If people
Yeah,
are
but
right that he is evil,
is it real power if people fear you or respect you?
mm, well, I would rather respect, but some people don't care. They just want to have the power
I don't
and to
think
say something.
Elon Musk is like a
I
person
don't
that
think he has
wants to
either.
be feared.
I think you're right, Nyan. But what if? That's real quick.
What if?
What if those people who think he's evil are right?
We haven't seen any sign of
Then what?
Was that it?
that. So we never seen any sign of him being evil.
No, but
Yeah, but what if?
a mastermind, man. It's not gonna show you his true
Wait,
colors until his plan is done. Bro, he probably is check marking stuff right now. Oh, evil Twitter. Got
matter of fact, you don't even hear people coming out that work for Elon Musk saying that he's a
it.
bad guy or anything. Like you don't hear anything. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, but okay. So in
Anyway,
Canada, there was a serial killer. Okay,
Yeah.
and he was killing women every like 6 weeks, I
Okay.
think it was.
Yeah.
And he had like 23 recorded people who he killed, right? And he would go every single day on time to work, wouldn't call off. He was some a boss. He cared about people's birthday. And he cared if their freaking cat got sick. And when he got caught, everybody was like, "No, not him. Nah, you got the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy." Until he started telling them, "Yeah, I did this, and I like how they scream for their life, and I like this."
I don't believe
So
that at all. I don't believe it. I believe that if I would have met that guy and interacted with him, I would have knew something was off. Guaranteed.
yeah, I think you will
well,
need to vote.
I feel like I would know, but I'm just telling you what was going on, man.
Mm.
I see your point, of course, but
Because a
how many
lot of
people
times,
got
if
fooled?
you're just acting nice, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you're nice because you're acting nice." I would look at someone who's acting nice and I would say, "Wait, why is this person
Like,
acting nice? Like, what's going on?
how
Why
are
is this
you?
dude smiling all the
How
time?"
you
What's
this
the deal
happy
with it? What's
all the
the
time?
behind it?
How you never run into an issue where you got a flat tire and come in 10 minutes late? Like how everything you do is perfect. How you so happy? How you always
No,
this?
the people who are the happiest and smiling the most, those are the worst people.
Mm, okay.
That would have been a dead giveaway. That would have been a dead
No, but
giveaway.
okay. If Elon Musk would be evil, or if I think he would be evil, I think he would buy Boston Dynamics, or he would fund them massively.
What? Explain to me why and what is Boston Dynamics?
Boston Dynamics is a company that's focused, or Boston Dynamics is a company that's focused on right now making robots that are capable of of walking and standing on 2 feet and performing tasks that humans can do as well.
Mm.
And
And why?
why? Because if you're talking about weapons, in a sense, the ultimate weapon is when one where you don't even have to be uh, at the helm, or you don't have to put a person in danger for it to be dangerous.
Okay.
And that's where I think the AI thing,
So
why it's
I
so
robot
scary.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. What if what if he sees this video? He's like, you know what? Just to mess around with you guys, I'm gonna buy that. Everything is possible, man. Um,
Everything is possible.
I think this was a really good one. I'm happy with
Oh,
what how this one came out. It's very interesting. It leaves a lot to be said, but we are limited by time, regardless of what. Okay, but I think it's very interesting. Um, Ed, anything to add to the this whole thing?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Well, that was it. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This one was a little longer than expected. Um, but yeah, everything is appreciated. Please interact with us. Oh, by the way, I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported and had give me like any feedback. Okay, for example, my sister and my brother, they've been watching. Well, they watched the videos we already had posted, even the ones that got made private later on. Um, we pulled back the project just to make it a lot better to improve everything in general. Thanks to Edward. Won't say his last name because he don't like that. But no, he's doing a great job. Thank you for waiting, guys. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate and love you guys, my family, and I appreciate those who are not related to me that still take out the time to watch us. Okay. Um, Follow us on Instagram. Please interact with us. Reach out to us if you have anything
Unidentified.
to add to any of our topics. Okay. Um, if you just like Nagayan Taylor, go for it, man. Just sometimes he's the one managing the the Instagram, so there's a good chance you can interact with him personally. Okay. Um, we do not have a date to launch anything, but it's coming up. Also, we want to do an unboxing because we're gonna improve our audio quality. Um, for example, last night I was looking into some, and I got like so far my top three. I want to bring in why I choose what I chose, what I'm gonna choose, and I want to see how you choose. How did you choose what you got?